Believe it or not, there's a plethora of tasteless, casual moviegoers who will actually tell you that Avengers Infinity War and Endgame are the most ambitious superhero crossovers in movie history. This proves both that cinema is indeed a dead art if people actually consider that cape shit like this counts as a film, but also proves that the world has completely forgotten about the original superhero crossover event that broke new grounds when it premiered back in 2010. The masterpiece in question is the classic motion picture titled Grown Ups. The cast of Grown Ups is beyond the definition of all-star. It features Academy Award-winning actors Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock, David Spade, and Robert Michael Schneider. Now everyone who probably hasn't even watched this film 17 times like I have is probably saying,
"But those actors weren't in any superhero movies, so how can this movie be a superhero?"
You fucking casuals. Let me give you a brief cinema history lesson. In Adam Sandler's 2006 film, Click, which was placed in the National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant, Sandler's character has the ability to pause and fast forward in time. If this doesn't qualify as a superpower and make him a superhero, then, fuck you. Next there's David Spade, who acted as the titular superhero Joseph Dirt. If you look on the movie's Wikipedia page, you see that Joseph Dirt is described as an anti-hero. You know who else is an anti-hero? Deadpool. So that means David Spade also counts as the star of a superhero movie, because he too is an anti-hero. Now Chris Rock is black, and that means he already qualifies as a superhero. Kevin James, however, portrayed the most realistic superhero of all time, Paul Blart, Mall Cop. And as we all know, there is no greater hero in America than your average police officer. Aside from nurses, of course. And then Robert Schneider, who... well shit, what superhero hasn't he been? Deuce Bigalow, Big Stan, the Animal, the Hot Chick. Deuce Bigalow again. The point is, all of our cast members have each played in a superhero film, and now their characters come together in a crossover light years larger than the Avengers, which clearly imitated what Grown Ups was trying to achieve 2 years after this film released. Now, in Grown Ups, Adam Sandler has to save something that not even Iron Man, Captain America, or Deuce Bigalow could hope to save. His failing marriage, and the respect of his kids who hate him. Meanwhile, he has to team up with his fellow superhero pals to take down the most deadly villains in the world, including Middle Age, Arrows, this black guy, and Steve Buscemi. These thought-provoking, realistic themes of desolation, found within these superheroes past their prime when they appeared on Saturday Night Live, provides both intellectual ideas for the viewers with 180 IQs that overanalyze comic book movies, and lots of funny and humorous things for casual audiences that only watch superhero movies to eat shitty popcorn. Despite Grown Ups grossing over $1 billion at the box office, without the influence by Chinese audiences, the film has been largely forgotten by the public, as evidenced by its lack of appearances on top 10 films of all time by popular YouTubers. I hope my brief review will spark newfound interest in this modern classic, and that maybe future superhero films can learn some lessons from it. Also, notice how the 5 heroes are all men, with penises, and all of the women are dressed in skimpy outfits and pregnant. Maybe if only these core values could have been appreciated, Avengers Endgame could have been salvaged. Captain Marvel must be inseminated. Thank you for watching. And remember, Robert Schneider is an actor.